Honestly, what would you expect a toddler to do? Hi friends, it is Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for another story time. This time, I'm telling you one of my Shadow Man stories. Before we get into it, happy Halloween! It's October! Can you tell by my Oogie Boogie hat? You know, my normal little skull earring that I usually wear, my spooky duck back there. I'm a little disappointed because I have a Halloween poncho that I was gonna wear, but I can't find her anywhere. She just up and disappeared. I guess the ghost wanted her. But either way, happy Halloween! I hope you guys are being safe this October. Did you watch Hocus Pocus 2 yet? What did you think? I loved it, but you know, I've waited my entire life for a sequel, so I'm a tiny bit biased. Anyway, this story takes place back when I was the ripe old age of 4.5 years old. I was only 4 years old. Now, when I was 4 years old, I had one of those little, like, toddler slides. You know, the ones that seem so huge to you when you're 4, but looking back at the slide as an adult, it only comes up to you like your titty. You know, one of those. So I had one of those in my bedroom. And, you know, I would play underneath it. It would be my little fort. I would play behind it. I'd climb it, slide it. You know, the whole thing. So one day, I'm, like, leaning on the backside of it and watching TV. And I guess I was in the middle of playing something, but, like, one of my favorite shows came on. So I was, like, entranced by the show. Because, you know, a 4-year-old. What 4-year-old do you know that's not easily, like, ugh, you know what I mean? So I was watching the show, and the way the room was set up, one side of the side was against a wall, and then the back was open, and that's where the closet was. And the closet door, when you open it, came like this. So literally, the door being open fit perfectly behind the slide. So I'm hanging out behind the slide watching TV, and I notice I hear like a little, like, you know, creak in the door. I turn and I look, and the door's closed. Fine, we're fine. I ignore it because I'm like, okay, and I go back to watching my show. It happens a few more times, and again, I look, nothing. Happens probably 5 or 6 times. Finally, it happens about a 6th or 7th time. I look, and my closet door's wide open. Now, again, issue is, like I said, the slide is here. The closet door to open has to literally come up to the slide. Like, it touches the back. It used to touch the back of the slide. So for it to fully open, it would have had to hit me where I was standing. Now, my mind wasn't processing that back then. I think about it now, and I'm like, wait, that door should have hit me. But either way, the door was wide open. Like, the door was open and behind me now. And for whatever toddler reason, I was like, this is normal. And I decided to just go back to watching my cartoons. So as I'm watching my cartoons, all of a sudden, I feel someone's hand grip the top of my head, grabbing my hair, and pull my head back. I know I haven't said this yet, but I am in my room by myself. My mother was either in the kitchen or the living room. I don't entirely remember because, again, I was 4. But I felt a hand grab my head and pull my head back to, like, look up. And what I see looking down at me is the silhouette of a man. The best way to describe it is if a shadow came to life and popped off the wall. Like a 3-dimensional shadow of a man. And I'm just there kind of like staring in awe. And the figure goes, puts his finger where its like mouth should be. And of course, you know, what is a toddler to do? But go screaming and crying to their mother. And my mother had a very difficult time consoling me. And when she finally got me to calm down, she finally got it out of me that I was in my room and some man was in my room, pulled my head back and went like this to me. So, of course, by that point, she's horrified. She runs into the room with like a knife, expecting there to be a man, and there's no one there. All she finds is that my closet door's open. And she knew that I didn't really like the closet. Odd for somebody that spent so much of their life in the closet, but whatever. So, you know, the event passes, she distracts me, you know, toddler brain, easily distractible. A few days pass. We go to visit my aunt's house, and my aunt had just put out some pictures on the wall of her ex-husband. Can you call it an ex if they passed away? Yes? No? Either way, her husband had passed away about 7 years before I was born. And so she decided it was finally time to, like, she went through her grieving process and decided to put up some pictures of her husband, which is my cousin's father. And so I'm walking around the house playing, and then I look up and see one of the pictures of, you know, my deceased uncle. And I point up and I'm like, "Mommy, mommy." And my mother comes running and she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "That's the man that pulled my head back." And so when I say that, my mother gets chills down her spine. And then of course, you know, she goes and tells my aunt that what I just said, and they both get chills down their spine because obviously my mother had already told her a few days before what I had seen. So it turns out anytime that my uncle would visit, like my aunts or anybody, he would pull my cousin's head back to like have them look up at him like, "Hey, how are you?" And you know, just kind of greet them and play around with them. And I didn't know that obviously because he died 7 years before I was born. So my aunt and my mother got a very big scare with that one because I couldn't have known that. No one ever told me that. I didn't know the man. And I didn't know that he was dead. I just saw a picture of a man on the wall. I was like, "That's him." Officer, that's him. Oh, what's that man? But yeah, that's my story. With the good shadow man, if you will, in my family. We had a bad one, but that's involving the house, and I'll get to that story another day. But yes, how is your October going? I know it's only the first week of October, and I know the Try Guys thing. Girl, go follow me on TikTok. I've been talking about that, okay? I know. But yeah, stay safe this October. Hopefully I'll have found my poncho by the time this video goes out. Did I find my poncho, Johnny? Damn! I did a yay and a damn. Depending on which one happens is what you're gonna see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bing bong the ding dong down below to be alerted to whenever I make a new video. And until next time, maybe go check out my other stuff. I got some fever dreams, I got some Florida Man videos, I got some random stuff, and of course I got my story times. So I got a little something for everybody. And until next time, bye! And remember, stay safe this October. You don't want the ghosts and the ghouls to get you, now do you? Or the Neds.